the 20-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. He's going to change things up. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Back to throw. Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's 2nd and 7. A give right side for Pacheco. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run here with Pacheco. Immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
59. Let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 69 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Escapes the defender. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco headed right. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. Chargers able to get. Joey Bosa from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the 1st.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the 1st down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the 50, here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Set.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Let's go, let's go.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Williams brings it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
That was a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Stay 50, stay 50.
A final shot before the break. Stafford taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Herbert off of play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Herbert now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Throwing is Stafford. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7.
Hey, give me radar.
To throw is Stafford. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Alert!
Here's Stafford. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
40 guys.
Stafford going to change it up here. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now it's Herbert. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And say, that was the play of the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And now Stafford's going to move them around. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? A handoff now for Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. They'll run again. And he will take it all in for the Chiefs touchdown.